Hi, I'm Todd Lillibridge with Lillibridge Healthcare Services. As an industry expert, we've had the good fortune over the last many years to get in front of a variety of different audiences, both local, regional, and national, to share our insights, our perspective, our understanding of the fundamental trends impacting healthcare, and specifically the impact on healthcare real estate.
Hi, Mike Lincoln, Executive Vice President, Lillibridge Healthcare Services. We're out working with health systems and educating health systems clients across the country really about one main topic, and that is how do they grow and how do they reconcile that growth with capital. We do this as thought leaders in the industry. We have a team of trained senior executives and public speakers as part of our faculty. We wake up every day thinking about healthcare, public policy, strategy, and we bring that focus to our educational sessions.
Hi, I'm Margie McHugh, and I'm a Senior Vice President of Advisory Services at Lillibridge Healthcare. Healthcare has always been focused around being sick and having to go to the hospital, and now it's more about services coming out to the community, and obviously for providers that means being in the neighborhoods, being close to the population, being close to people so that they can access care.
Hi, I'm Vince Cozy, Chief Investment Officer with Lillibridge. We're coming out of a period of economic and political uncertainty where it's been easier not to act, but I think that hospitals are understanding that the time to act is now, and in order for them to advance their strategy, in order for them to continue to have an advantage in their markets, they see a need to move forward to meet the increasing demand from the baby boomer generation and to make investments in growing their service lines and advancing their strategy.
Where healthcare reform is headed, we don't know. But we do know two things to be true. Number one, going forward, health systems are going to have to see more patients than ever as we all get older and we get sicker as a general population. Number two is they're going to get paid less to do it. So what does this mean? This means for our health system clients and hospitals, they're going to need to be more productive and more efficient as ever, and be able to provide high quality care in a low cost setting. They're also going to have business models and care delivery channels that are extremely flexible so they can adapt to the changes that are coming ahead.
I think the next wave will be the 3 to 4 hospital health systems in markets where they have decided that they no longer can go it alone and are going to look to merge themselves into larger systems.
Clearly there's a trend towards consolidation, and we've been seeing that in a number of merger and acquisition transactions over the course of the past couple of years. Again, this is being driven largely by a need to focus on reducing cost and being more efficient. At the same time that costs are being contained, there's a need for capital investment dollars, and hospitals are looking at a variety of options for raising that capital.
For a multi-hospital system, again, there it's a little bit more of avoiding the overlap and figuring out a good way to have a good geographic spread. The key that we need to remember is that it's not about the buildings and the real estate. It really is about the physicians and the providers providing services in a certain location.
And if I was running or operating a health system today, I would focus on what I can control. I can't control reform. I can't control what's going to come out of Congress. Matter of fact, there's several things that I can't control, but I can control cost and I can control quality.
We're broadly thinking about the educational goals that health systems and the members of the organizations we work with really in four main categories. We think about how health systems are positioning in a rapidly consolidating environment. We're thinking about how they are challenged with growing in a very uncertain regulatory environment. We're thinking about how they're aligning with their physicians, and we're thinking about how they're planning their capital formation strategies to operate in a very different paradigm going forward.
If there's a lesson that we learned in this last economic downturn, only having access to one source of capital can be very dangerous and risky to a hospital or health system.
2011 was the first wave of the baby boomers becoming Medicare eligible for the first time. The 65-plus-year-olds cohort is now growing at 3x compared to the rest of the population. The 85-plus-year-olds are growing also at 3x.
But it's really all about volume. So what's scaring the healthcare industry is all the baby boomers coming into the system and needing to be taken care of and treated.
65 years and older, you're going to be going every month. And that every month visit is going to be the impact that demand and the changing demographics are going to have on this industry.
The implication of location and being in the neighborhoods is relevant to every hospital and every health system. The facility will never drive the footprint. It needs to be the services.
One of the ways that a hospital or health system can diversify their capital sources is by looking to the real estate that they have on their balance sheet and using that real estate to unlock equity that can be used for other projects that are important to the hospital strategy.
To have a capital strategy that's going to support your growth in a very changing, very volatile world, you're going to need to have a capital strategy that accesses and supports all 6 main sources of capital. That's cash flow, it's external debt, it's investment income, for some health systems philanthropy, it's asset sales, and it's joint ventures or other people's money. Those are the 6 main sources of capital available for most health systems, and the ones that we see that are well positioned today have a very clear strategy for leveraging each one of those.
We really have what I think is a unique perspective. We're also very connected to what's happening in the capital markets nationwide. And so I think that gives us the opportunity to lead from the trenches, to work side by side with hospitals and health systems to craft both capital and real estate solutions that meet their specific strategic needs.
At the end of the day, our mission is to provide health systems with the information that they need to make well-informed and timely decisions about their growth strategies and the real estate service and the capital implications. We have a lot of intellectual capital that we've amassed over the last 30 years, and we'd like to share that with health systems and health system executives.
I have the opportunity to talk on large panels and in small roundtables all across the country on the topics of healthcare real estate and capital markets, and I'd be delighted to compare notes and share insights that I've learned and discuss how those may be relevant to you.
It's educational, it's strategic, and it's free.
Give us a call. We'd be delighted to come and sit down with you and other members of your team and craft a custom educational agenda that's meaningful and relevant and timely and actionable for your members.